My name is Kim Vickers. I'm the Executive Director of the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement, and I want to personally thank you for being here today. We're celebrating some very important people. I know it's important to them that you've taken time to be here this morning, and I thank you for that. This is a good day for us. I look forward to this day every year, and we put this ceremony on with great pleasure, and it says a lot for how we feel about our officers. Now, real quickly, a little bit about the awards for those of you that are here for the first time. Each year, the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement accepts nominations for the annual Law Enforcement Achievement Awards. Created by the legislature in 1989, these awards are presented to selected peace officers, jailers, and custodial officers who are licensed by the Commission. Nominees should exceed the normal expectations of job performance through acts of professional achievement, public service, or valor. TCOL is authorized to grant achievement awards to individuals in 20 separate incidents and/or accomplishments in a year. This facilitates group as well as individual nominations in the appropriate categories, as you will see here this morning. Nominations for awards are accepted from an elected official of the state, an elected official of a political subdivision, an administrator of a law enforcement agency, or by any person that holds a current license issued by the Commission. This awards program began in 1990 and has honored, through the last ceremony that we had, 82 licensees for professional achievement, 108 licensees for public service, and 293 awards for valor. 8 of those were presented posthumously. Before I introduce our keynote speaker, I also want to read to you a letter from the governor of the state of Texas that he sent to us for this occasion. Greetings. As governor of Texas, it is my honor to welcome you to the 2017 State of Texas Law Enforcement Achievement Awards ceremony. Texans owe a great debt of gratitude to all of the men and women of our law enforcement community who dedicate their lives to serving the public. They are examples of courage and honor. To those being honored this morning, I extend my deepest thanks. Texas is blessed with some of the finest peace officers in the world, and your skills, dedication, and valor have earned you a place among the best of the best. Thank you for your courageous service. To the families of the honorees, I thank you as well. I have no doubt that having a peace officer for a loved one comes with anxiety and sacrifice in addition to great pride. The people of Texas are indebted to you for graciously bearing that burden so that our communities can be safe and secure. First Lady Cecilia Abbott joins me in sending best wishes for a memorable ceremony. Sincerely, Greg Abbott, Governor of Texas. We're now going to move into awards for professional achievement. Our first recipient in that category for professional achievement, Officer Jimmy Pollozani, Fort Worth Police Department. The law enforcement profession is in the middle of a difficult time. Extreme scrutiny, significant public outcry against officers, and worst of all, unprecedented attacks and ambushes against officers across this country. I've been an officer for 37 years, and during that time I've never experienced the level of distrust I often see towards law enforcement that I see today. This may sound self-serving, but I think it's critical that officers know that there is still support out there. That there are those who care about them and what happens to them. And absolutely it's critical that the families of those who have fallen feel and receive the support of others. Officer Jimmy Pollozani was attending the funeral of a friend who was ambushed and killed in the line of duty when he noticed officers in attendance in police uniforms from Chicago, Aurora, and New York City. He found it amazing that officers from across the country were there in support, and he set out to discover how that happened. What he found was the Brotherhood of the Fallen, a nonprofit organization founded in Chicago in 2010, which provides support when an officer is killed. This organization pays travel expenses for officers to attend funeral services across the country and provides financial support for the family of the fallen officer. He also discovered that there were only 3 chapters of Brotherhood of the Fallen in the whole United States. He felt that was unacceptable. Taking the initiative, Officer Pollozani began to research the organization to see what it would take to start another chapter. Through his efforts, only the 4th chapter in the United States was started, and he currently serves as the president of that organization. Now, funding this amazing organization takes a lot of work. Members pay a yearly membership fee, and the organization holds fundraiser events to produce the funds necessary to fulfill their mission. To say that Officer Pollozani has made this endeavor a success would be an understatement. The Fort Worth chapter recently held a fundraiser where more than 1,500 people attended and more than $13,000 was raised. To quote Officer Pollozani, "These incidents are real. You can see it in the news, you can hear it in the radio, you can read about it, but when you actually physically see the impact of it, it's just unbelievable. I hope to God we go out of business. If you want to know the truth, I hope we close the chapter, and whatever money we have, we can donate to cancer research or some charity." For his initiative and hard work in supporting fallen officers across the country, I'm proud to present the State of Texas Law Enforcement Award for Professional Achievement to Officer Jimmy Pollozani. Thank you again for being here. We appreciate your cooperation. Look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you.